What's up guys, Chevon here back with a new video. So today what I'll be doing is testing out the Sony a6000, which is right here, versus the Canon EOS M3, which I'm recording on right now. So I think the Sony a6000 came out in 2014 and the Canon EOS M3, otherwise known as the T6S, came out in 2015. So they both sport similar functions, similar capabilities. So today we're going to put them to the test to see which one sounds better, which one does better, and which one is the best option for you depending on the price, the functions, the features, and whatever these cameras have to offer. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. I know you are all here to see the camera quality and the video quality of these two cameras, but before we look at that, I thought we should just deeply go into like the weight and how these two cameras match up. So first off, I just want to say the Canon EOS M3 comes in at 366 grams, while the Sony a6000 comes in at 344 grams. When you look at the top, the Canon EOS M3 is a bit thicker. I should say it's 44 millimeters thick, with the Sony it's 45 millimeters thick, but that's just only because of the handle, the grip handle you get on the side. So that's what makes the Sony a6000 thicker than the Canon EOS M3. So if weight is something very important for you, especially if you're deciding on a camera that you'll want to carry with you all day, every day, the Sony a6000 is lighter than the Canon EOS M3, but in my opinion, the Canon M3 is easier to grip and hold in the hand. So just keep that in mind. So if you look at the front right here, guys, you can see that both the Canon and the Sony EOS M3 has the same size APS-C sensor with a resolution of 24 megapixels. So these same size sensor is not really different between these two cameras. So as seen right here, guys, the Sony a6000 has a larger sensor. So that means that the larger sensors give you guys more control on the depth of field and the blur background. So if you're looking for that blur background, the Sony a6000 will produce that more efficiently. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of these cameras. So some pros for the Sony a6000 is that it has amazing image quality for the price. It has a very fast hybrid autofocus. It has swift burst shooting with the generous buffer depths that I love. It has good battery life in my opinion, and it also is more compact than a DSLR, and it also has in-camera Wi-Fi, so you can hook up your phone to it or whatever you want. Another con with the Sony a6000 though is that the continuous autofocusing can't match its burst rate, and the high ISO JPEGs can look overprocessed at times, which I really hate to look at. And it's also very slow in starting up, no touchscreen display, and Wi-Fi can be a bit frustrating to use. So as I said before, guys, the Canon EOS M3, the Canon lineups are very easy to use. It's like user friendly more than the Sony. So let's just look at some pros for the Canon EOS M3. So it has great like DSLR image quality, size and everything. The resolution in a mirrorless body is very good. Canon just came into like the mirrorless thing. They're trying to work on it. They're not doing a bad job. I really like what they're doing. It has a high resolution 24 megapixels, same size APS sensor as the Sony a6000. Much improved the autofocus in my opinion, but I really think that Canon should have done a better job since that it was a newer model than the Sony a6000, and these two cameras are still playing head on head. But yeah, that's it. It also has built-in Wi-Fi, built-in NFC, and it also has the most important thing, a 180 degrees articulated LCD touchscreen screen. So a con with the Canon EOS M3 is that it doesn't have a built-in viewfinder, as I said before. And don't let me talk about the lens selection for this camera. It's just not the best thing to look for a lens with these mirrorless cameras, especially the EOS lineup, in the mirrorless lineup. So it also is very slow in burst mode, super slow, like sluggish, and the shallow buffer depth with raw files. Just do not try burst mode with raw files with this camera. It will actually say buffering. It will literally come up and say it's busy or something like that, and I hate it. It also does not have 60 frames per second video, or 4K video option. Even though the Sony a6000 doesn't have a 4K video option, I'm just letting you guys know that. With all that being said, guys, I think we should now look at the shots that I took with these two cameras, and I'll leave the decision up to you, even though at the end of the day my option will go for the Sony a6000, as I love the picture quality more and I love the fast shutter speed. I love the dynamic range it offers, and I just love this camera overall. I love the mic more. This is a very good camera. Wish it had an articulated screen, but it doesn't. So let's just look at these photos and videos I took of with these cameras, and you guys let me know down below in the comment section which one you think you'd buy and if I helped you with your purchase.